Stiller. And this is Will. And Will's been training Stiller very successfully now for the better part of a year. And he's got a few questions. So tell me, Will, what are the issues that you've identified with Stiller that you're not sure how to fix?
He'll be walking fine, but then if we see a dog or another person close, he hits freak out, and no amount of correction that I've figured out how to give through the leash and the choke collar will get him to chill out. I just have to keep walking and basically drag him along for a while, and he continues freaking out. So
Okay.
Attentiveness whenever his energy level is up is a big. We're trying to figure it
So
out.
let me repeat what you just said and see if I understand. When he becomes distracted, you lose his attention and can't retain it.
Yes.
Or regain it.
Yes.
All right, what I want to do first with Stiller is for him to understand I run the show around here. He just saw the horses. Decided he needed to bark at them. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lead him around a little bit. But I want to be able to correct him at whatever level I feel like I need to. So I'm going to put this little choke chain on him. I use a chain with little bitty links so that it doesn't get hung up. So that if I jerk on it, the links don't hang up on the ring and literally choke him. I don't want that. I want it to be able to slide easily up and down the lead. Then I'm also going to the collar. Then I'm also going to use this lead because it's easy on my hand. It's got a biothane handle, and it's a piece of chain that gives me a little weight. And when I correct the dog, I'm not arguing and fighting with the dog. I'm doing this to pop, because it's like popping him on the side of the head. It's popping that lead on his head. So you see, this may be exactly what we need for your question regarding he gets excited when he sees things that excite him. This may be a great time to work on that. Come here, buddy. Calling to you.
Stiller, come. Come. Come.
Good. That's a good boy. That's a good dog. That's a good boy. Let's put this on you. No, come here. Come here, buddy. I'm not gonna hurt you. Hey, boy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy, Stiller. That's a good dog. That's a good boy. Come here. There you go. That's a good boy. Okay, that's good. And I want to be sure he understands that with me, he gets to walk on a loose lead also. So, come on, Stiller. So when he gets to the end of the lead, I'll correct him. He's doing good. He listens. He's going to the end of it, but when he gets to the end of it, he's sensitive to it. And when I put just a little bit of pressure, he gives. That's a good boy.
It's a little distracting with the cameraman also being the one who he's used to.
That's all right. Distractions are good. At this stage of the game, he's a what I would consider to be a fairly well-trained dog. He's just got a few little behavior issues that need to be addressed, and so distractions should not be an issue. Distractions are an issue, but they're an aid rather than a detraction, because he needs to be listening to me regardless of what else is going on in the world. Okay, let's walk back your way a little bit. When you, Bethany, when you walk him, does he walk beside you or in front of you?
He gets out front.
He gets out front.
And he'll turn sideways so he can see you but be ahead of you too.
Yeah, well, let's
So he
fix
likes
it.
to walk sideways.
Let's fix that. Now that was not a you hurt me, that was a you surprised me. Anything that surprises him may cause a yelp like that. Okay, right along here you will notice him look at me, and that's because I issued a low growl. Watch right there. I just reinforced a correction with a low growl. It was just a, and notice he heard that, he connects the dots. He knows, he doesn't particularly like it when I jerk on this chain, because it's kind of a heavy chain and there's no give. It's not like jerking on a nylon chain with a plastic snap. It doesn't have any give, and so it's kind of like me popping you on the shoulder with my fist. It doesn't really hurt you, but you just assume me not do that anymore. Well, that's what's happening to him. And so now when I growl, he's pretty likely to pay attention to me. Come on. Notice that as we walk along together here, I don't correct him every time he looks at the horses. I only correct him when he locks on to the horses or when he begins to obsess on the horses and pay more attention to them than he does to me. Our objective being for him to always know where I am and where he is relative to me. And it's fine for him to also be aware that there are horses there and to be taking in the scenery, but he needs to know primarily where I am, and I need to be the primary focus of his attention. Okay, notice that my corrections, I don't say anything. I don't slow down, I don't change, I don't get excited. I just, when he growls or when he pays attention to the horses instead of me and we're walking, that's not what I want. Good. So when I want his attention, I just growl, and he gives me his attention, and that's what we're looking for here, because the horses are a real distraction for him. So let's walk by the horses a few times, and let's see if he'll listen to me in the process. And I also don't want him walking in front of me. So I want him walking behind me. Good. Down. Good dog. Good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good down. Down. Good boy. Good dog. That's a good dog. Notice that my downs are given, my down commands and my corrections are given with no emotion, but my encouragement, I'm all over him. I flourish him with affection and approval when he's doing what he should be doing. So right now he's getting exactly what he wants. And he doesn't have to get excited to get it. I'm the excited one. Good boy. Good. Okay, come on. Okay, I think we've successfully beat that one. What I'm doing right now is teaching him, don't walk in front of me. You can put your head beside me, but the moment your nose goes by my knee, there's a correction. Well, I'm trying to limit the number of dots that he's got to connect. So I'm going to take a step, and then he decided enough is enough. Come on. Okay. Excellent. Good boy. Good dog. That's a good boy. That's a good dog stiller. That's a good boy. Good boy. Now he does not, that is not inconsistent for him. For me to glove on him and then to correct him hard, all it means is he pushed the button that causes that to happen. It's anger and those kinds of emotions are just not in a dog's vocabulary. So this is just simply cause and effect. And he loves affection, but he doesn't like the correction. So I'm just letting him figure out where the dots are so that he can not push the wrong button. Excellent. Excellent, good boy, good dog. That's a good dog stiller, and I'm not going to not talk to him because his job is to stay behind me, whether I'm talking to you or running a race or whatever's going on. The rule's the same. Good boy. That was a good boy. Good boy. That's a good boy. So he's watching, he's paying attention now. So that's probably enough of that lesson because it's in his mind. Now repeat that lesson this afternoon sometime. Do the same thing, take a few steps, stop. If his nose goes by you, correct him. If he stops, if you notice him paying attention to you and he stops when you do, love him. That's just give him all the affection you can give him to let him know that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And then if his nose goes by you, correct him. Now, the corrections are getting less and less. Initially, I wanted to correct him enough that he wanted to avoid it. Now, the corrections really, at this point, are really just enough to remind him there is a correction here on this end. Okay? If you found this video helpful, please press the subscribe button on this page. There is no charge for the subscription, but you'll get a notification every time I post a video.